Why is it we have such a fear of having honest conversations? I speak to people all of the time who desperately want to have an honest conversation with somebody, but they're terrified to do so, even maybe with their loved ones. I mean, obviously there's fear of repercussion, or maybe there's just fear of saying something we'll regret. And that's good. It's good that we've got those fears, because we don't want to be regretting things forever. We don't want to be suddenly spilling the beans and then living with that for weeks, months, or maybe even years later. So how is it we manage to balance the being honest with the making sure we don't say things we regret? What we don't want to do is just spew out our emotions all over the place. We don't want to be having career limiting conversations with our manager, but we do want to be having conversations that might help with behavioral change. So here are 3 steps to working on being honest. Step 1, decide actually what it is you want from the conversation. Do I just want to tell somebody that they've upset me? Or is there something I want to achieve by it? Usually, if I'm honest, when I talk to people, we end up with behavioral change. We want that person to change the way they behave or not do a particular thing in future and do it a particular way. If we want that, we can't do something that makes them angry because people become defensive. So we have to do it in the right way. And that's what comes from step 2. We have to deal with what's going on in our head. Have we got caught up in the emotion of what they've done that's upset us? And really it's become about that. We have to ask ourselves the other question, which was, if they change their behavior, but they never know that they upset us or made us angry, are we okay with that? You may have to think about that for a while. If they change their behavior, but they never know that they made us angry or upset, are we okay with that? And if we are okay with that because we actually got the result we wanted, then that's great. Then we can move on to step 3. And step 3 is choose your wording. Practice, rehearse, write it down, whatever you need to do, but choose your wording carefully so that it's focused on benefits for everybody rather than just on the past. What do we want moving forward? What's the solution? This isn't the time to just vomit our emotions and words out on all over the place. Spend time. If it's a conversation worth having, it's a conversation worth preparing for so that you can be honest.